Okay, today is an important video. Hello. I'm here to discuss something so important and something so crucial that I got my flamingo cup for it. Let's do this. Okay, so if you're even slightly familiar with my channel, you may know that I like post poop related stories because that's of interest to me and I feel that they're worth sharing. And someone in the comments said, could I do a video in regards to being embarrassed about pooping? Because apparently in a scenario, they were pooping in public and the stalls that they were in had no doors. I'm very interested to know what area has stalls for pooping, but no doors to protect you while you're pooping. Because I think we're all very aware of the fact that when you're in pooping mode, you're in defensive mode. Like you're in a compromising position. So if anyone's trying to get you, you may die. So I absolutely get why you would be embarrassed, because who wants to see someone else poop? Not me. I mean, I don't know, unless it's really interesting, but I don't know how it would be. If this is getting a little too personal for you, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be honest about everything right now. When I poop, I usually will be chilling in my bathroom. I'll have the fan turned on for ambient noise or have music playing, because that's how you do it. The amount of times where I've pooped in public are very few, but they were very stressful. But before going into a story, I'm gonna tell you why it's understandable to be embarrassed, but you shouldn't. I'm personally not sure where you're from, but if you're from the United States, you're familiar with the fact that the stalls in bathrooms have slits, you can see through them, which still boggles my mind. When I went over to Europe, that was not a problem, so I don't know why the United States wants people to see other people poop and pee. I really don't get it. Then again, don't male restrooms for urinals and stuff. It's not closed stalls, it's just you're peeing and dudes are there. I don't know. I don't think I could take that. Maybe I would. I'm not a guy, so I don't know. If you have story about that, okay. But I think to a degree, it's already embarrassing enough, because if you live in the United States and you're pooping, a small child could walk past the stalls looking for a restroom and they'd see you poop. And all you see is them and all they see is you staring at them while you're pooping. How weird is that? That is I think one of the most personal experiences you can have with a stranger, them looking at you while you're pooping or peeing in the stall. The amount of times where I've been in a stall doing my business and someone jiggles the handle and they look inside and they see me and I'm just I'm going, what are you gonna do about it? In terms of being embarrassed, I totally get that, and I feel that's a natural, it's kind of a social thing to be don't look at me, I'm pooping, right? That, I think everyone can relate to that. However, if you want tips, I would say literally just do it. There was a time when I had to go inside a Walmart bathroom because I literally felt like my internal organs were killing me, and I had to go. And there were other people in the bathroom, and I did it. I'm proud of myself for that, occasion. And it was so weird, because, usually when you use the restroom in public, you usually just go, number one, so you're peeing. But in dire situations, if you have to go, literally just go. What's the worst that can happen? They're gonna laugh. Well, that's funny. Maybe they're constipated and they can't poop. They're not cool enough to poop in public. How cool. So in terms of tips, I would just say if you have to go in public, unless the stall doors, if the stall doors are gone, make yourself look so ferocious, and you don't necessarily have to do that. But if you gotta poop, it's literally such a natural thing. Everyone in the world does it. I know saying that doesn't necessarily make it better, because I know in the heat of the moment when you're on that porcelain throne, you're thinking about everyone else around you, because you're when I poop, it's gonna make a sound and I don't want anyone to hear that. I totally get that. But I guess my best tip would be, if you gotta go, you just gotta go. And if you can make it quick, there you go. If it takes a bit, that's just how it is. Because in most scenarios, the stall doors are there, so if people hear you poop, they're gonna leave just thinking, oh, someone pooped. They don't have a connection to your face. If the stall doors are not there, I would also say that the quicker you get it over with, the better, because people are going to see you poop. Maybe that area where you were with no doors, it's normal to see other people go, which makes no sense. I'm guessing it was a dire situation. I have no idea. Yeah, so I guess my main tip is just get it over with, because that's going to be the worst part, because you're going to have to do it eventually. If you want to wait it out, pooping in public, wait till no one's there. Or another skill, wait till someone flushes their toilet because that usually takes a few seconds. Poop then, or poop when someone's washing their hands because the sound will be dialed down a little bit unless you got like explosive diarrhea, which people will probably hear more. But either way, you just gotta do it. I know that saying it is one thing and doing it is a whole other thing, but I guess just go with your gut. In terms of stories, I've pooped in movie theaters. I don't know why I remember this. I pooped in schools that I've gone to. I've used the restroom. It's like such a normal thing, but we think it's so embarrassing. With the movie theater scenario, I was the only one in the bathroom. It went horribly, but I still went. Most of the situations where I've done it in public, done and over, I posted a story recently about when I was at a camp and me and one of my camp friends were pooping at the same time, and it was great because we both thought it was hilarious because we were in the exact same situation. So worst comes to worst, someone's gonna laugh when you poop. First, that's disrespectful because, come on, everyone does it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I still laugh at fart sounds. I don't know, you hate me, I don't care. But the worst that's gonna happen is you make someone laugh, and sometimes people need laughter in their day. So maybe you pooping is something that someone needed. I don't know how realistic that statement is, I'm sorry. But I think what it boils down to is you just gotta go. It's something everyone does. So you're not alone with feeling embarrassed about pooping or just pooping in general because everyone does it. I'm sure that Kendall Jenner and Charlie D'Amelio, however you say your name, they get embarrassed about pooping. I'm sure everyone does. Everyone's been embarrassed about it at some point in their life. But I personally will be the one to say, you don't need to be embarrassed. I've had enough stories and enough complications with using the restroom to know that it's not something that's generally bad. It's just something you gotta do. So if you're watching this video and you know you're the person that requested this, there you go. It's okay. But I'm also sorry for you for that situation you went through because I cannot think of somewhere that doesn't have a door in front of a pooping stall area. I don't know. But that's essentially it. I hope my words of wisdom helped you in some way. If it didn't, that's okay. Here's the video. So that's essentially it. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Jeff.